They about to look at the shit that I'm on. Why don't we get in topic? Crew looking like Pentatonics, locked in, recording in tropics. In the East Big 3, Big Bronzy B, way good, he working on optics. Thought biz while smoking exotics. We lit, never thought about it. Just live out the look at the shit that I'm on. Why don't we get in topics? Sitting way back, all black, I'm talking. Feeling like Shaq, I weigh my options. In the East Big 3, Big Bronzy B, way good, he working on optics. Thought biz while smoking exotics. It's saucy, all the projects.
What's up? RCI presents MSD Sports, and we back at it with another one. My name is Sam, also known as YBK. We got Mikey over here. We got Camden over here. And let's go, Mikey, introduce yourself. Mikey, introduce yourself.
As always, thank you very much to my brother YBK for the great introduction. It's your boy, Michael John. You can find me on Instagram at Michael John DeStefano. Plug us on that Next Poll Media page as well, YouTube, all that. Shout out to my brothers. Glad to be back.
Yes, sir. Camden, what's up?
What's going on? You know what it is. You know who I am. It's Mr. Club Paradise, a.k.a. Camden Lee. And I'm with the greatest trio ever assembled, MSD Sports. Let's get it now. I know it's been a minute, about a week or so, and we're into Thanksgiving weekend. We got a lot to be thankful for. We got a lot to be given. We have a lot of new things that's on the horizon for the new year, especially next poll. Shout out to them. The boys are doing some amazing things, pulling some great cards, so come on and get it. However, we here. It's MSD.
Yes, sir.
YBK, what are we doing today? What's the plan? Talk to me.
MSD Sports episode 40, everybody. Let's get it. But like what Camden has said, it is Thanksgiving time, and I'm so grateful to have all you guys here. We're doing this podcast, and I'm grateful for all the viewers and listeners out there in the world. Thank you. But let's go, agenda time. We're going to talk about MLB. These awards have come out, and I'm very happy about these awards. We'll talk about it. NBA, we're going to talk about how we feel so far. It's pretty early still,
Still.
But the juicy part, NFL guys, what is it, week? Like what? We're Thanksgiving week now. We're going playoff chase.
So
let's get it. We're going to talk about the teams, you know what I'm saying? I mean, my Birds got a devastating loss, but we'll talk about that. And we're going to wrap it up with Michael Jones, Octagon. He got some recaps. He got some news to tell us for the UFC. So let's get it. Talk about MLB. These awards have come out, everybody. Should we talk about the National League first or the American League first? What we doing?
I think we got to talk about the National League first.
Okay, we could do it.
The champs first.
All right, so we got the 2025 National League MVP goes to this two-time world champion, the one-time WBC winner, Mr. Shohei Ohtani wins his fourth, I believe, MVP award. And let's get it. I mean, we knew about this, but he had his, challengers for the MVP award. But how do you guys feel, Mr. Shohei Ohtani?
Oh, man. I mean, Shohei. I think when we look at the ability of a two-way player, I mean, he did have a 50-50, 50 home runs, 50 strikeouts. However, I mean, with him winning the World Series, once again, I felt like, it was history and, back-to-back National League. I think that's unbelievable. It's been a long time since we've seen that.
It was unanimous last year too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so back-to-back unanimous MVP. Shout out to someone trying to make a case for GOAT status. Trying to make a case.
Yeah, I feel like you saw him in the playoffs, 3 home runs, 6 innings, 10 strikeouts, almost one of the, I guess not the best, but one of the single most, best performances that we've seen in our lives,
Yeah.
How do you feel about his fourth? You're a Dodgers fan?
I am a Dodgers fan. My heart always belongs to the Red Sox first.
Oh, true.
But especially being in LA, I do love the Dodgers and I do love Shohei. I think, honestly, we're seeing something that we've never seen before, and the question is he going to be able to sustain it? If he is, I think he's going to be the GOAT of all GOATs. However, he got to do it for another 2 to 3 more seasons. There's still guys who were like the greatest hitters of all time. Barry Bonds, Mike McGuire, guys who are just consistent, Ken Griffey Jr., things like that. So we got to see if he's able to do this. If he's doing this for the next 5 years and he wins 1, maybe 2, dare I say, MVPs in the next 5 to 7 years. Oh, he's definitely GOAT status.
My question is this. I like that you said Bonds, McGuire, but Ken Griffey, because I like Ken Griffey as a better comparison. Because for me, it's like does the steroid era taint all that? And that's why it's like so impressive to see like Judge and Shohei Ohtani doing what they're doing. That's like where, in my mind, maybe the case for why it's already, we're talking about GOAT status is no steroids, clean.
Yeah.
Everything's clean. Not to mention he looks like the Japanese Clark Kent.
That's
You
what I'm
feel
saying.
me?
That's what
Like
I'm
it's
saying.
like
Yeah.
it's a big part of it. It's different. Babe Ruth, you know, maybe GOAT in some people's eyes,
Yep.
but a different era. It's
Yeah.
like an apple to an orange. So
I feel like in terms of this day and age of baseball too, like Babe Ruth, like, legend for sure. Like I'm a Yankee fan, I love Babe Ruth, but like you even see the differences of the size of the baseballs that have evolved from back in the 20s till like now in the 20s, in our 2020s, like
Come on.
like I remember we talked about this in the pod. Like I remember when I went to St. Louis, went to the museum, bro. These balls were almost size of the softballs, and imagine if Shohei Ohtani or Aaron Judge were hitting these like 82-mile-per-hour meatballs that Babe was hitting. Not to like discredit Babe Ruth, you know what I mean? This man was a two-way player as well. But man, Mr. Shohei Ohtani, I feel like we had that conversation where like, did Dodgers make their contract did they make their $700 million worth of money? We said if they win one more, which they did,
Yep.
yes. But the GOAT status, I do agree. Maybe if you give me like two more of this, or maybe you think one more?
Here's
One
the thing.
more?
A back-to-back MVP is unbelievable. To get,
you're right.
I don't think he's gonna get back-to-back-to-back. That would be wild. Like that would be unheard of.
crazy.
If that ends up happening, I think he's just pencil him in for the Hall of Fame. I'll see you pretty soon. However, I think when it really comes to, like we were talking about Ken Griffey, we think about the longevity type of players, guys
Yeah.
that were able to do it on a consistent basis. Baseball is about longevity. It's not just about a year or two. It's not like football. You know
20
what I mean?
years.
Yeah.
20 years.
Same thing with basketball. Like you got to put in your 10 to 12, and it's got to be consistent. So if he can do 15, because I don't think he's gonna be able to get to 20. I really don't think he's gonna be able to do that.
So in a way, I'm
he's got to
looking at
stop
his stats
pitching
right
if
now.
you want
Yeah.
for his hitting like numbers.
Technically, he did win his back-to-back-to-back.
Yeah.
The Angels the year before, he won it.
Yeah.
And he came to the Dodgers, won it, and he won it again. So next year, if he wins, it'll be his fourth back-to-back-to-back.
Well, he's won 4 out of 5.
Yes.
So far, right now.
Okay.
So it's already maybe not GOAT, but maybe like greatest run of all
I
time
see.
for like a period.
A dynasty of a personal dynasty.
But if we look at the numbers, right? If we say career is 51.5 WAR,
Yeah.
he's got 1,050 hits, 280 home runs, and he's batting a career 282. Great numbers. It just ain't gonna cut it for GOAT for sure, right? But then if we factor in the pitching, it kind of adds to the equation a little bit, because if you're a pretty good pitcher and you're the best hitter in the league, it already gives you a jump over some. I feel like that's why we go back and look at Babe Ruth and say, oh, well, he pitched 20 games or won 20 games, but he also did stop pitching so that he could have
could hit.
longevity to
Yeah.
hit too.
Yep.
So
Man, do you think that there's anybody in the National League that is going to be able to stop Shohei from winning this thing on a consistent
I
basis?
feel like personally, maybe Juan Soto. Like he
Yeah.
did have like a 30-30
Yeah.
this year. Like he did struggle in the early parts in the first half of the 2025 season, but in the end, he still made it to 38 stolen bases, 43 home runs. If he stole 2 more, 40-40, you know?
That's not
so,
bad.
I mean, if he warms up and gets used to the Mets, but I don't know, a little like sidetrack. He's been like tweeting, like, not tweeting, writing back to Aaron Judge's social media. Like, I don't know. I think he misses us. Juan
think
Soto,
so?
do you miss us?
You think so?
Do you not like being in your Mets? What's going on?
You think he misses the other side of New York?
I think so a little bit, because the Mets didn't really do much in the playoffs. They didn't really do anything.
Wow.
They did nothing in the
Wow.
playoffs. So I don't know, but Juan Soto can be a threat. I feel like if he bats as if he batted.
that's who I picked this year, because
That
I
is
didn't
who
want to.
you picked.
I
That
mean,
is-
the truth is, I wouldn't have bet money on it. But if I had to pick who realistically could dethrone Shohei for the MVP, I didn't think Schwarber would be the runner-up.
Right.
I know he's shown remarkable longevity through the back end of his career, power hitting. But it's the same thing as Cal. Like, you're a power hitter, really. It's not
He batted 240.
exact. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
exactly.
But
So.
at 56, 132, he led the National League in those
yeah,
categories.
56
Pretty
home
good.
runs and 132
Pretty good.
ribbies is
And he played every
Nasty.
game, but he was a DH.
Right.
But
Yeah.
he didn't pitch 15 games, started like
Exactly.
Shohei.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the
So
difference.
I feel like this one was like a blown out the water. But don't sleep on Acuna, who's coming back. He had the injury, came back.
Yep.
Braves had kind of slumped so bad early in the year. They were already that far out of contention. So let's not forget about Acuna or the Fernando Tatises of it all, right? Them big names.
Yeah.
But I don't think no one is going to rival Shohei for next year. I'm going to go... If I had to guess,
Another one?
Shohei's getting another one. What reasonably would stop it, right? It's like, momentum. You know the way it works?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Right.
something has to oppose it or else it's going to keep going. That's what I see.
Because even if he pitches 10 to 15 games next year, wins 8 and has 50 home runs,
Not even 50, 40 home runs.
Yeah, 40.
95 ribbies and he bats 274. You still have to give it to him. Like even if he dips a little.
Yeah, I agree.
Right?
I agree.
Do you think it's a cheat code with him pitching? Do you think it's an ultimate cheat code?
That's the reason why I was kind of relieved when Shohei left the American League, because no matter how good Aaron Judge does, I remember we had this conversation, no matter how good our captain does, Shohei's going to win MVP for the Angels because he still pitches. And I feel like that's the only reason why.
Yeah, but you know why it's not a cheat code is because when you played like Saints Row, or if I was running Saints Row or GTA, if I put the cheat codes in, it says no achievements allowed.
Okay.
Right? It told you that on like the Xbox 360. There ain't no up, down, left, right. He's worked hard to master the skills, and I think he deserves it. All of the accolades he's getting, it's not... It's
not undeserved. It's not undeserved.
It's merited.
Yeah.
That's my mind. So,
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say besides Shohei is the best player in the league right now, hands down. We'll see if someone could try to rival him.
If he does it again next year, that boy ugly. I'm telling you this right now. If he do it again,
And the Dodgers have a deep playoff run.
just pencil. If
They win a three-peat, then okay.
Bro, just pencil his name right next to the Hall of Fame. Just pencil it.
Yeah, first ballot
Just
easy.
first ballot easy. It's over. It's done.
We've
It's
never
done.
seen anything like that
You
before.
you were speaking of your boy, your man,
Yes, sir.
your dog. Would you like to tell the people about what your man was able to do?
Let's go, Mr. Aaron Judge, the captain of the New York Yankees. Got his third MVP award,
Come
everybody. Back to back. This is his third MVP. Could have been his fourth, man, Altuve. But still, he beat Cal Riley. It was a close battle, everybody. It wasn't that unanimous 100% like Shohei.
Correct.
This man had a fight. He got, 17 of the first place votes, and Cal Riley got 13. And let's go. Let's talk about this. How you guys feel about this one?
I mean, Michael John, you said Kyle Riley was going to be closer than a thumb in this race.
Yeah. Because
was it-
Vegas knows, bro. When the odds is like minus 130 Judge and plus 110 Cal Riley, I'm like, there's a chance that the dumper might get it. And because of the historic context this year, we talked about why is the voting not revealed until after the playoffs. I don't know when they vote, but if I was watching, okay, Yankees melt down and Seattle makes a decent run, even though they don't make it,
Right.
they make a deep run. 60 home runs for a catcher is crazy. There's history on both sides, though. Lead the league in average and hit over 50 home runs.
Yeah.
So there's historic feats on both sides. I saw it exactly like this. My first place vote goes to Aaron Judge. My second place vote goes to Cal. And that was exactly how it went. I felt it was close, but Aaron Judge's hot start to the year, remember hitting over 400 for 2 months and all them home runs.
May was crazy.
It was just enough for him to do it. Just enough.
I think at the end of the day, when you look at it, we were literally just talking about this. Consistency is the name of the game in baseball. And if I can remember, in early, April, May, June, you was smoking the cover off the ball, and even in the playoffs, you were smoking the cover off the ball. I'm probably gonna look at you and say, okay, you probably got it. My question is, now that you have got both guys with three and a possible, you know what I mean? Who do you think, or do you think Aaron Judge is one of the GOATs? Would you put him 1A? Would you put him 2? Where when we're kind of ranking him, you know what I mean, in the GOAT status, does he need to win a little bit more? Or do you feel like he's been able to show?
he needs some time. He needs some more time. I know he's been doing like we've never seen numbers like this before ever. Like what is he 6'6", 6'7"? You know what I mean? Like a tight end, NFL tight end, batting like 331, hitting 50 home runs, but he still needs time. But the problem about Aaron Judge is his time is running out, guys. At the same time, if you want to put him to the GOAT conversation, Yankees start have to win. And that's the problem because he's about to be 34. 2026, 34. I think Shohei's like what? Like
29, 31?
He's young. I think Mr. Shohei, he is, he's about to be 31 next season. So Aaron just 30, that's 3 years. So
Yeah.
And he's
Yankees
just
have to
hitting his
wake
prime.
up.
Michael John, you're about to say something.
I want to hear Judge's career stats so far. And I said YBK's got the stats up right
yes,
now.
sir.
Because we could think about it in comparison to where Shohei's at, too.
Okay.
You're right. So in a way, when you combine his whole career, he played 10 years.
10
now.
years, okay.
From when he was 24 years old. And this man, he has 368 home runs, 830 RBIs,
Okay.
a career 294 batting average,
Okay.
413 OBP, 615 slugging, and a 1.028 lifetime OPS.
I don't like the RBIs. I'm looking at the RBIs. I'm like, the home runs 360. I'm looking at those RBIs for a guy who hits over 350 home runs. I feel like you should have 1,000 RBIs. That's just, you know what I mean? I'm just coming off the cuff. I'm just listening to these numbers.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, what's going on?
Technically, you have to take out his rookie year. Well, you don't count his 2016 year.
Yeah.
The rookie year starts from 2017 technically because
Okay.
he didn't play the games.
Yeah.
So we say 9 years. You take out 2020 because 60-game season.
Okay.
And he had a...
He played
season-
28 games that season.
And he had a season-ending season like 2 times. So that's like minus like 2. So
Okay.
maybe in like 7 years.
So we'll say in 7 years.
The
he's hit
home runs is going crazy.
nasty
He's about to hit 400.
Easy.
400 is a pretty good, I feel like, lifetime home run record in your
where's
career.
Shohei at?
Shohei
Was
right
at-
now.
He was under 300.
He played 8 years right now.
8 years. How many
And he's
home-
at 280.
Yeah.
But how many RBIs?
He has 669 RBIs.
Yeah, it's on par.
So it's like
on par.
it's
It's
pretty
on par.
similar. So it's not bad.
The problem is you need a ring. You got to put a ring on it if you're trying to be
I can't
goated.
give one of the
You're trying to be
goats.
goated.
Like, I give Derek Jeter goat like one
Yeah.
of the goats, right? Because he has 5 of them rings, but Judge got none. That's the problem. And ever since he took the captain, I feel like people. All right. I'm a Yankee fan.
be honest.
I'm gonna spit it
Be
out right now.
honest,
That's how I
be
feel,
honest.
Mr. Aaron Judge. I love
Come
you.
on.
I love you, Aaron Judge. You're our captain. You signed with us 9 years. And I'm like, bet. Sounds good. But I feel like you too soft sometimes. Like in the media too, you see Derek Jeter, he calls out these players, he calls out his mistakes. Like you gotta be a little more tough on your players. And I feel like that has to go with Aaron Boone too. So we gotta start winning. Like our winning philosophy hasn't been 16 years, everybody. 16 damn years.
16.
We've been ringless. I want that parade in New York City, and I'll go for a couple days just for the parade. Let's go. You already know. So, Mr. Aaron Judge, you got to toughen your players. Come on. I love them guys, but you got to toughen them up sometimes. So let's go.
My girl could have had a quinceañera. That's how many years it's been since the Yankees won a chip. I mean, I think YBK said it best, and I think the $1 million question is, are you a winner if you don't have a ring? And I think most of us agree, if you don't have a ring, you can't be the king.
Yep.
That's just how it works.
That's
So,
totally.
Shout out to Shohei, I tell you.
Yep. Shout out to Shohei.
I mean, a quick shout out to the Cy Young winners, but that was pretty obvious that Schoolboy and
I think we all
Skeens,
guessed correctly
It
on
was
that one.
because they pulled away enough at the end of the year, but shout out to Crochet, put up a good run. Hopefully they can run it back next year, and Crochet gonna get that Cy Young. That's who I wanted to win. That's who I predicted early too.
Yeah,
but
you did.
Schoolboy though, he's nice. He's like Aaron Judge, 6'4", 6'5", looking like a menace, standing up there pitching heat at you. And Paul Skeens, we already know what's up. So
Paul Skeens about to win. Like I feel like unless he gets injured or like something crazy happens to him, he's gonna be like the Shohei winning the Cy Youngs. I feel like there's no one going to be close.
But he's just wasted over there. I feel like
he has to go. He has to go.
If you don't win, what is the point of winning 20 games if your team only wins 30 games all year?
He didn't even win. What's crazy is 10-10.
10-10.
Bruh.
But he led the league at 1.97. Yeah, it's like that DeGrom style.
Crazy.
I know. All them innings pitched, too. Nearly 200 innings pitched.
nuts.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
And I mean, there was rumors on like, there was an article that came out like a month ago saying like, oh, Paul Skeens' teammates saying he wants to play for the Yankees. Yo, the Pirates shut that down right away. But I'm like, wait a minute. What raises a question mark? Like, you want to play for come through. I mean, we need help.
If there's smoke, there's fire.
We need help. I mean, Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodon ain't gonna play till May.
If there's smoke, there's
Max
fire.
Fried is alone. You know, you gotta come in. And I'm willing to trade Cam Schindler, everybody, all of our farm for Skeens, because there's a big thing about Skubal too. It's crazy how both of them won Cy Youngs.
Mm-hmm.
Skubal right now is looking for a trade because the Tigers aren't going to give him the extension that he wants. They're off by like $150 million.
A lot.
Skubal wants a lot
million.
because in a way, Skubal's a late bloomer. When he started the MLB, it wasn't the Skubal that we see now. Skubal popped out like maybe 3 years ago. In 2023. That's why when you even talk about the cards too, people are looking for a rookie card now. But it's so much more value compared to what it was when he came out, when he came 2020. But the difference between Skubal right now and Skeens is if a team trades for Paul Skeens, they have him till like I think 2027 or 2029.
Okay.
Like 3-4 years of team control.
Okay.
Skubal, by the other hand, if you trade for Skubal, you're only going to get him for 1 year. He's a free agent next year.
And you got to sign him to a long term.
And you're about to give your whole farm system to that team for that 1 year. It's a rental.
You better make sure you sign that extension.
It's like what the Yankees did for Juan Soto as a rental, but we went to the World Series though. So, I mean, but for me, of course, I'll take Paul Skeens, but Skubal will be great for a year, honestly. I mean, for the Red Sox too, and talking about baseball pitching wise, y'all
made a little move,
GMYBK over here, quick news.
Come on.
Red Sox have traded for Sonny Gray.
Come on.
So I feel like it's a great, piece in your team. And how do you guys feel about Sonny Gray on that one real quick?
I think it was a good move.
Yeah.
I like it. It was Fitz and someone else. I think we gave Fitz.
Fitz and Brandon Clark.
Yeah, that's fine for me.
And you guys get Sonny Gray and $20 million.
I'll take it.
That's not bad.
I'll take $20 million.
Yeah, easy. That's light.
I mean, Sonny Gray is old. Like compared, he is 36, but he can give you that innings though.
We'll take $20 million. I'll take it.
But yeah, congrats to Skubal and Paul Skeens though.
We did need another starter because I would rather you pay me $20 million and I guess Sonny Gray than pay $20 million for Walker Buehler.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
That is the price.
I'll leave it at that.
That is the price. You're right.
That's the price.
That's the price. But hopefully Sonny can handle the pressure in Fenway because that was his problem in New York. He couldn't really play because of the pressure.
Fenway's tough too.
Fenway is tough. That's what I'm saying.
Tough.
Fenway is tough place to play.
He'll be all right.
Go to the bar.
Michael John's like, yo, he's good. He's chilling.
Because he's not
better than Walker Buehler.
He's not gonna have a big expectation as well because he's older. It's not like this young guy. He's late 30s, not like late 20s. So or mid 30s, whatever at least.
That's true. And we could kind of brace through the rookie of the year.
Yeah,
it went to Nick Kurtz, who had that 3 home run game.
Okay,
it's funny how Jacob Wilson, the shortstop of the Athletics, was like the new hot topic rookie. Like he was an all-star. And then now it went to Nick Kurtz in the second half of the season after he went bonkers. He had 36 home runs.
Woo!
Yeah, he went 36, 86 RBIs, 290 batting average, and played 117 games.
Now
shout out to the youngins.
That sounds great. That's a player right there.
Shout out to the youngins.
Yo boy Roman Anthony too bad he got hurt.
I know.
For real.
Of course, the Red Sox is my rival team, but I really wanted good hopes for Roman Anthony because he's looking hitting in headlines and every time he came up. But he got third place. But Jacob Wilson got second place. But Nick Kurtz, 30 home runs. This guy, Athletics got a good core coming up.
Got something popping.
And I think in the National League we got Drake Baldwin, the catcher.
What's his numbers looking like?
He hit 19 home runs, 80 RBIs, 274 batting average. Not bad.
See, I'm
but
cool.
also
the 80 RBIs,
catcher.
that's what I'm saying. Catcher the 80 RBIs, which means you putting people in position.
Yep.
I'm cool with that. You don't gotta hit too many home runs, but you putting a mug in position about every other game, you getting somebody in.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm cool with that. I'll take that numbers. For real.
Yep, that's what it is. Situational batting is what it is now. It's not those deep payrolls anymore, guys. You got to build. It's like Moneyball. It's almost like, it's crazy how baseball comes in cycles in general and how we play. It's cool. But like, shout out to Drake Baldwin. I didn't really like pay attention much in the National League rookie because I didn't really know anyone coming up. But wow, Drake Baldwin. I mean, Braves, they had a bad first half and they kind of went up in the second half. But we'll see. They got injured.
It was like almost too late for them now.
And I think Cleveland manager Stephen Vogt got the manager of the year.
Okay.
That was his second time, right?
Second time, yeah.
Yeah, but that's crazy. That was only because they made that crazy run down,
they did.
whatever, 15, 20 games behind, and then Detroit imploded.
And AL Central was crazy this year when you think about it. Detroit Tigers were on a big downfall.
Yep.
Big downfall. And then Pat Murphy gets him in the Brewers, which they let the MLB in wins this season. So, and it's funny, during the regular season, they took down the 6 games versus Dodgers. They won all 6. They were 6-0 against the Dodgers. Pretty good.
Come on.
But
situation
season.
Too bad. Regular season though.
Regular season.
Congratulations to all the award winners. Let's get it.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Man, speaking of winners.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I'm looking at possible. I don't know. Could be champions.
Oh wow.
Could be.
Wow.
It's early. I know it's early. But the NBA is back.
I like that.
And the Los Angeles Lakers are looking pretty good.
Pretty good.
Come on, baby. When I tell you I am so excited to have the NBA back, it is amazing to watch. For the first time in the history of our league, I have won more games than I have lost going into the first 3 weeks. So shout out to our fantasy basketball.
Yes.
I think I've given all of my eggs to fantasy basketball because I am 0-11 in fantasy football. I don't know what's going on, but hey, it is what it is. But the NBA is back, and the King has returned. LeBron James is now back playing in the NBA. I'm not sure if it was a gambling situation with Clutch Sports being on the chest of Chauncey Billups. I don't know if it was an aggravated injury that kept him out, but LeBron is back. The NBA is back. How do we feel? YBK, talk to me.
I love it, and I feel like it makes a huge difference to the team. I mean, man, bringing the King back to the lineup brings that like the basketball IQ just elevates to a different level. I feel like the boys are just like more comfortable when he's out the floor.
Come on.
I feel like they're taking care of him too. Almost, it's like they realize that we got you. You know what I mean? Like. But these passes he's setting up for these, the Lakers here is crazy.
I do have to burst your bubble right quick. I'm sorry to do it. Yeah. LeBron James has a negative plus or minus this year so far. So I like this story. I will say shout out to the Lakers and shout out to JJ Redick. But I was going to ask, how do you guys feel it's hurting the team? Like, it's good to have LeBron back, but how are they going to get him to fit in? Because I don't know if I saw some of the clips, because I saw this little meme about how, damn, LeBron ain't really doing that good right now. And then I seen he was the only Laker that finished with the minus for his plus minus in a game. And it's like the team has already played 15 games without you and they're winning. We got to start reincorporating old man, but it will be all right. I'm not worried about it. I just was like, I thought it was interesting how, the strong, he almost didn't hit the 10 points that first game he came back. He almost lost his record, still got it. He's a great passer. Don't get me wrong, but they was up big on the Jazz, and then LeBron started getting all these minutes in the second half, and they only won by 2.
Here's the thing. Unc is back on the floor. And it's going to take a little time for Unc to get his sea legs the way he needs to be. Now, do I understand that LeBron is always going to be LeBron? Yes. Is he going to be the greatest as he always has been? We'll see. But I think him facilitating these guys, him teaching them, okay, this is where you need to be. I think we're just going to get slowly and steady so that we can be ready and be, slightly somewhere in the middle of the West. We have a nice little playoff run.
I feel like let's go back to the first game that he came back, the Jazz game at Crypto. This man played 30 minutes.
30.
He only scored 11, but he got them 12 assists, guys.
Come on.
And I feel like he's okay with this role, in my opinion, this season. He's okay with, I bet, Luka, you get, you the man type of a game. But of course, not this game. But I feel like LeBron realizes his age, And this is only the beginning. He just came back.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? You got to let him marinate a little bit to the NBA because these guys already, like what you said, Mikey, these guys played separately before this game. It was like what? These 15 games they played without him.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
So let's give the time for LeBron to play these another 15 games with the squad and be like, all right, let's get it. Because I feel like the only difference LeBron feels right now is having a big man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the difference. He didn't have that last year.
Nope.
So I feel like that's a big pivotal part that the Lakers can bring this season.
I mean, shout out to DeAndre Ayton because you know what I mean. Like I said, I was at first you was playing like a mouse. Now you playing like you own the house, and I'm very grateful. You know what I'm saying, that you're doing your thing. Because come on, baby, yeah, you was dying up in Phoenix. He is out. He is out currently. It's all right. Just, you know what I mean, a little day-to-day situation, a little aggravation. He gonna be all right. But how do we feel about the emergence of Austin Reeves?
Oh,
Did he play himself out of a contract or out of, you know what I mean, a trade for this year? Because it's looking like, you know, white boys can jump, and he is playing unbelievable.
I mean, he had those crazy first few games, but I feel like he's a good scorer, you know? I haven't seen anything. He hasn't impressed me to the point of like max contract, if that's what we're talking.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I feel like he's like a B- NBA player. B. Is he better than Jalen Williams? No. Is he is his peak maybe gonna get there? Who knows? We'll see.
I feel like
I don't think so.
I feel like in my opinion, definitely he's a scorer. But if you put him to a team like a low scoring, like low class team like the Wizards, I feel like he can give you like more than what he's doing now, like a 30+.
You think so?
Like, yeah, I feel like a Jordan Poole, better than a Jordan Poole. You know what I'm saying? Like projected, in my opinion, because I feel like he's under Luka's wing, so he can't really shine with like. But he can do more than 20. He's doing still 27 though.
27 a game.
27, 5, and 7, bro.
That's not bad.
Pretty
this year.
good.
That's not
It's
bad.
like a scorers league though, because if you look at all of the top, like the leading scorers this year, it's like Luka at 34. There's how many people are averaging over 30 this year? It's like
Tyrese Maxey, I think, has 30.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of people averaging a lot of points. I just feel like it's a very like it's a heavy scoring league. So I'm not quite sure that I feel like. I think he's had to elevate his game with no LeBron James, but do y'all think that's the formula for the Lakers to go on a deep playoff run, for it to be Luka #1 and Austin Reeves #2? Personally, on the outside looking in, my answer is no. But y'all might know better than me. I do not trust DeAndre Ayton. You said you're glad to have a big man. He got a concussion last night or the night before. And also, he always fizzles out playoffs. He don't have that, you've seen
He got
Shaq's
that
takes.
dog in him.
Exactly,
He got that
right?
dog in
He
him.
don't want to go for the rebound, that second offensive, third offensive rebound and fight. We'll see. I'm not saying he's not talented. He's a #1 overall pick.
Right.
Yeah, he is.
But I'm just not quite sure. I think that if you want a saving grace to bring the Lakers a championship, it starts with Luka Doncic. And it ends with Luka Doncic, and LeBron James is the key #2 right there, who might be the guy to take over 1 or 2 games in a playoff series.
I feel like the key player here. Well, he's not a player, coach. Is Redick.
Come on.
Oh.
Come on. We're okay.
Is Redick.
We're okay. And
Yeah, so I feel like the way Redick handles the team is gonna be the most pivotal part. Because I feel like there's a video that I watched that Aiden was like, "Oh, finally a team that cares for me." Kind of like, it's not the exact quote, but it's like, "Oh, finally a team that cares for me," kind of vibe. So I feel like let's see. It's very early too, but let's see how Redick can handle all the stars around him.
Yeah, I mean, didn't care enough to give him a lot of money, but pardon the
That's
interruption.
true.
We are experiencing a slight visual issue right here, but y'all should still hear us, no problem right now. I don't know. I like the Lakers. The record is really, really good right now, y'all, but I'm not quite sure that I say they're the best. Y'all, if y'all have hopes for a championship, you better hope that the Thunder have multiple injuries. Y'all getting cooked.
I mean, here's the thing.
Y'all getting cooked if you play the Thunder.
The Thunder right now is 17-1. Okay.
Y'all getting cooked if you play the Thunder.
And I know now.
They 17-1.
17
with no J-Dub.
With no J-Dub.
Second best
Yo,
player.
when is he
hasn't-
coming back? When is he coming back?
Listen,
Probably not going to rush him back now.
No.
He missed 18. He's not eligible for Supermax no more
Really?
because he missed this many games. So now,
way.
why would you rush him back now? Because he missed 18 games.
How do you feel? How do you think he feels about missing the Supermax? I feel like, dude, I feel like the Thunder just dodged a bullet because they can save a little bit of money because he doesn't have to.
I don't know if he's a Supermax type player, but anyways, I think that the Thunder as a team is crazy good. That's the team I'm looking at. Like, we're talking about all-time great right now. Like, the Thunder have started off 17-1. This is one of the best starts in NBA history.
They looking nasty. Them and Detroit probably have the two best starts. I think Detroit hasn't won as many games as they have or in a row since what? I think 2004 or something like that. I got to see what these boys are going to look like in the playoffs because it's just the regular season. It's the first 18 games, first 20 games. If J-Dub comes back and he's not 100%, maybe he has to wait until next year. They might be a little vulnerable. I don't know. You know what I mean? The West is very top heavy, so we'll see. I mean, my biggest question is, what's going on with your Houston Rockets, Michael Jordan?
They started winning more because last time I looked, they was at like 9-3, 10-3.
Mm-hmm.
They won some games, so it's a good coach team. I mean, they're not the top. They're not the Nuggets, nor are they the Thunder, but they are a good team. I feel like they're gonna land in that range of 6-4, 6-3. But it's interesting. Like, some teams are overperforming, in my opinion, this year. Like the Suns were like sitting in 5th place when I looked recently.
Yeah,
but that's the East.
Oh,
I feel like the East
West,
is a whole different.
Yeah,
it's a
different
different ball game in my mind.
Yeah, you got Phoenix is at 6. They're teetering. You got San Antonio at 5. Houston's at 4. My Lakers are at 3.
Ooh.
Denver's at 2. And OKC's at 1. You know what I'm saying? We got Minnesota and Golden State kind of in that 7th, 8th spot. But, like I said, the old men in Golden State, they're going to be the old men. I ain't worried about them suckers.
San Antonio's going to, I feel like they're going to have to, Wemby's out for, I think, a couple weeks.
Yeah. Well, Wemby's is going to be down for a bit, but I think they'll be able to stay afloat. They have a lot of
weeks. Is more than weeks.
I don't know how. I know he's down for
he's out,
for a hot minute. The calf strain, you don't rush that back on a big guy. You don't rush that back on a big guy.
De'Aaron Fox is back.
Yeah, so this is what I'm going to say. Looking at the standings, right? Thunder, Nuggets, Lakers, Rockets, Spurs, Suns, Wolves, Warriors, and Blazers and Grizzlies in the play-in. Nothing for the play-in here. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is what I'm saying. The Warriors and the Wolves would beat the 6 through 4 right now, in my opinion, because you're talking about teams that have been playing with each other, same coaching staff, same core comes together. Those teams is good playoff teams as long as they get to the playoffs. Like y'all said 17-1 is not like, okay, well, let's see what happens when it gets to playoffs. Same thing if your record's 10-9 or 10-7.
Right.
Let's see what happens once we play a playoff series and you got playoff Steph, Jimmy Butler, and then let's see what happens when Ant and Julius Randle, who's playing way better, and Nasri's been playing terrible, and like, you know what I mean? Like, for his standards for 6th man of the year, in my opinion, I'm like, they could play way better. I don't know. I'm not going to look into it too early. I will say the Nuggets is the biggest threat to the Thunder, in my opinion. I say bet that house on the Thunder right now. By the way they played, the game's over going into the 4th quarter. It's the largest differential. Like, Shea has scored 30 points in less than 30 minutes. The most already. I think it's tied or almost about to tie a regular season, the most 30-point games in less than 30 minutes played. So it's just historic efficiency, and it's defense first. It's not offense. It's defense first. Whereas when I'm thinking about when we're talking about Lakers right now, it's not gritty defense. No. It's Luka averaging 34 and Austin averaging 27. So you're telling me we getting 60 off of Luka and Austin, damn, like it's more the offense that I feel like JJ's a great offensive player, so we'll see who's got the dog in them. I feel like the Wolves might be. Let's see if they can get it together, get some wins. So it's early though. It's very early.
It's a month. Not even a month.
I'll say this to jump to the Nuggets right quick. We all knew they made some good moves to try to
bolster,
change the composition to rival the Thunder. Shout out to Nikola Jokic, best player in the league, best player in the world, hands down, MVP, front runner MVP by far.
Come on.
Jokic is disgusting. Bro.
Disgusting.
Jokic is going to win MVP.
Wow.
He should have
Put
won
it-
it last year.
Yeah, put the money on the flow.
Yeah,
He
definitely
should
should've won it last
have. He
year.
should have won it last year.
Definitely. That
Oh,
was on
yo,
the Jokic train.
shout out to my boy YBK who slid in here dropping us
Slid in.
Smuckers Uncrustables. So pardon me while I bake
Shout out to the
the.
Schmuckies.
Yes,
But
sir.
I
You
eat
already
this
know.
thing.
Shout out to the Schmuckies.
All right. You wanna go to the Eastern Conference real quick?
Just a little bit. We need to talk. We need to talk about
like,
these. Come on.
like a touch.
Just
you
a
know.
little touch. Just a little touch.
Them Pistons.
Come on.
Damn, Kate Cunningham. Cunningham, I guess.
That's my dog.
I know that's your guy.
That's my
And
guy.
let me see how he's doing. How he's been doing, bro.
He's been playing pretty well. Let's see. I think he's averaging what? 28?
Mr. K Cunningham.
He's almost
is-
averaging 10 assists.
Yeah, 27. Yep, 9.6 assists.
Come
and
on.
6 rebounds. Almost triple double.
Come on.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Holding down my fantasy basketball team. I
Yes,
tell
he
you
is.
right
Yes,
now.
he is.
Holding it down.
Yo, shout out to Camden Lee this year. You locked in on basketball more this year than the last few years.
I had to.
Seriously. Shout out to Camden because we sitting up there. Me, you.
I had to.
Shout out to Theo. We all sitting at like 4-1.
Yep. I had
Good
to.
year to start the year so
Good
far.
year, yeah.
I'm happy. YBK, I'm sorry for the woes.
very bad.
He whooped my ass. He doubled me up in fantasy football, so I can at least we can gladly talk. Sam's team is so good in fantasy football.
It's crazy.
You know, to sidetrack.
Nasty.
But no, shout out to
Crazy.
Cade and shout out to the Pistons.
shout out.
Do you think that they're a real playoff threat though yet? I don't think so.
But I don't. That's the thing. I was about to say, like, I don't see them going deep. It's just like, you know, just I feel like it's an early spurt. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't see them going deep.
Yeah, I just don't see. I don't see when it comes to real playoff matchups that they're really gonna have the longevity and they have the like playoff scar tissue. I think that's one of the biggest things, especially when we look at like the West. Like a lot of these teams, like you were talking about, have played together for a while. They played in the playoffs together. They understand what it's like to win 6 games. They know what it's like to win a series. Detroit has been able to come out the first round of the Eastern Conference
they
and
were
things
like
like that.
fifth seed, right, last year?
But it's not like they made it to the the Eastern Conference Finals.
They had a great series with the Knicks.
They did, but it's not like you made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, if you
Yeah.
played the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals, I would have a little bit more. Okay, they might have a little bit of scar tissue. They understand what it's like to play playoff basketball. They know what it's like to win a tough or even lose a tough matchup. But the playoffs for basketball is a different animal than the regular season. So I'm always skeptical about how players are playing or how teams are playing, especially in the first month or two of the season.
All right, yeah. Let me, like, for example, let's look at the Pistons starting lineup. I will say shout out to Jalen Duran, balling. But Cade, Jaden Ivey at shooting guard, Osser Thompson at the 3, Tobias Harris at the 4, and Duran at the 5.
Yeah.
Like, it's good, but I just feel like the talent is so top heavy for the Knicks.
Yeah.
I know their record is not quite as good right now, but I think everyone in the East this year could take the regular season as like, yo, this is the year that it's going to be all right.
Yeah,
we could take some
yeah.
games off. We don't need to fight super hard for the first seed. Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Karl Anthony Towns, and Mitchell Robinson.
Nasty.
I think
So
they're going to
good.
be a problem in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Not to mention the Cavaliers still, in my opinion, are a very talented team. I love the Pistons and I want to root for them. I'm just not ready to put all my eggs in one basket yet. That's where I'm
When
at.
we watched a lot of the games, and YBK and I were able to watch a little bit of the streams and stuff, it was awesome. The forwards made a difference in the playoffs.
Huge.
The forwards mattered. So it's like, yeah, you have a decent point guard, yeah, you have a decent shooting guard, but if your power forward, if your small forward, power forward, and center aren't where they need to be, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So I saw that especially with the Knicks series. I saw that especially with the Timberwolves series. I was like, bro, these forwards are everything that matters, like for real. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I feel like you said, Michael John, not being able to have to worry about, I have to get the number 1 seed, I have to get the number 2 seed. I feel as though the East is kind of one of those things where it's like anybody can land anywhere, and as long as you're not in the play-in, I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like that's literally how I feel. Like if you're not 7 through 10, I'm not 100% sure where you're going to be. One team that I really would just want to shout out that I'm really kind of disappointed in, my cousin in the Milwaukee Bucks, 8-10. Just, you know what I mean? They're 5-6 at home. 3-4 away. You know what I mean? They're 6-6 in their conference. They're not even winning their conference games. I don't know if it's the guard play that they don't have enough, you know what I mean, in terms of like that. I don't know if Giannis is just holding it down too long. Like, what's going on?
They didn't upgrade. We talked about this. I told you, like, I'm not scared of the Bucks. They keep getting beat in the playoffs bad, too, every year the last few years. So I'm not shocked. I think that they're better than 8-10, just like I think the Celtics are better than 9-8.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm really surprised about what I'm looking at the top of this standings here. Raptors in second, Heat in the third, like sitting at like over 5, you know, doubled up. I know, it's crazy. The East is crazy.
I'm not even worried about what's happening in the
toss-up.
East because it's like until we have the All-Star break,
Exactly.
I can't even I can't look at anything in the East. It's
Teams
just,
can go on a run. Anyone could go on a run.
Yep, especially
That's
over
it.
there.
So,
Especially over there.
like, honestly, the Celtics sitting at the 10 seed, wouldn't be surprised if the Celtics got in
the playoffs,
into the play and then won and then beat. Like, if you're telling me that the Raptors and Heat are sitting at the top of we can't beat them. We'll see. You know, I think the East is just wide open this year, and that's why you don't see urgency with like the Cavs and the Knicks quite yet.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
I have big hopes for the Knicks because come on, they had a nice deep playoff run last season. Well, a couple seasons. So like what we just said, like I'll wait till after All-Star break. And then I'll kind of focus in on like who's the top seed here, 1 through 8, and then even in the play-ins too.
Yeah.
see what happens.
I'll definitely wait.
Come on.
It's too early.
It is too early. It is very early. One thing and one time that is not too early.
Yes.
I feel like is right on time, and it is Thanksgiving weekend.
Yes, it is.
We are talking about the greatest pastime of American sports. The NFL, baby. Come on! First off, if you have not been watching the show, I don't know what it is. I don't know if, you know what I mean, God just came to me. The Patriots are the best team in the AFC, looking unbelievable. Drag me, baby. Not top 5. Not even top 4. Top 3, baby. He's top 3.
So far, this year.
Top 3. So listen, guys.
Whoa.
How do you feel about my Patriots leading the AFC? Okay, being the number 1 seed, baby, and also leading the AFC East. Is this surprising to you? Are you confused? Are we drinking the Kool-Aid? What's the deal?
It's my team, and I'm surprised. Like, I didn't think that we'd be... if you ask me, after 12 games in this year, would we be 2.5 games ahead of the Bills, sitting at 10-2? I don't think so. I wouldn't have guessed that. I would have thought it was opposite. Bills 10-2, Patriots 7-4. Like, that's a good record. Still a solid
Very
year.
respectable.
I am very, very, very happy. Now, let's talk about our game versus Cincinnati. We gave up a lot of rushing yards, even though we usually don't against running backs. They ran a lot on us. But no Jamar, because Jamar was spitting, and he apologized for it, but he was booted from this game. Sorry, Jamar, no paycheck this week. You got to do your apologies. I know how the heat of the moment gets. Spitting is definitely disrespectful. Can't say I never did it when I was in the heat of the moment, but more like when I was a kid. You know what I mean? As an adult, I feel like it's a whole different ball game.
Very different life.
Patriots have been playing very, very well. Love the defense.
Come on.
Sad that Will Campbell got hurt, but they're saying just the MCL. Milton Williams, got to hope that he can come back, you know, because the run defense obviously was hurting without Milton. Wilson, the other offensive lineman, went down, so the offensive line is getting a bit banged up. 10 wins and 2 losses. People need to get healthy. We play Monday Night Football against the Giants, then we get a bye before we play Buffalo again and then Baltimore. So we have a big month coming up, right?
Month.
We got to take care of business Monday night versus the Giants, sit at 11-2 and go to our bye, and we need to win one of the 2 versus the Bills and the Ravens. It will give us 12 wins. Then we just have to take care of business. We get the Jets again, right? And I forget who the last one is.
I think we have Miami.
Yeah,
Something
so
like
we
that.
really just need to take care, like, you know what I mean? If we can get up to that 13-win threshold, or if we win that head-to-head versus the Bills, we got the division.
It's over.
Shout out to Mike Vrabel. I love Mike Vrabel. I was showing Wifey the post-game speech. I really like this guy. I'm like, yeah, he used to play for the Pats. Like, you could feel it. You could feel the locker room is shifted, and I'm proud. let's quickly jump back to the conversation about Drake May. Where is he? He's got to be top 5.
Come on!
For sure. Right
Come
now.
on!
No, because when we talked about it a few weeks ago, it was more like me even like, see, I was bugging when we were saying, who do we take? Like Jordan Love over Stafford. But my mind is like looking back, I'm like, no, I'm thinking like, I was thinking more like, who do I want for 5 years?
Right.
Not who do I want this year?
Right.
Stafford is the MVP of the league right now.
Come on.
And Drake May is the close second. Leads the league in passing and hasn't thrown for over 300 yards in a game. Is that not crazy?
Wow, that's crazy.
Baby.
Is that not crazy,
Come on,
y'all?
baby. Come on.
He hasn't thrown for over 300 yards in a game.
Wow.
No, he hasn't.
Pretty good.
That's
not pretty
crazy.
good, but like,
Wait till he starts getting litty, or you know what I mean, we get one more big piece for wide receiver, or the sky's the limit.
The sky's
the limit.
Here's the one thing that I am going to disagree with you on. I think Matthew Stafford is number 2 in the MVP race. You know, when I'm looking at Drake, he got 3,100 yards. He got 21 touchdowns. He got 6 picks. Now, I know Stafford got 30 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, but his completion percentage is not as good, and he ain't got the yards. And I don't think, you know what I mean, looking at his team, yes, they are leading the division, but, you know what I mean, we'll see what happens in the next couple months. I mean, if we're going to give it to Stafford, it's got to be a legacy, but I'm thinking Drake May, man. Are you really?
I just feel like Stafford, the offense, like that's crazy. 30-2 is a crazy. 15-1 interception, touchdown to interception ratio is insane. This is what I'll say. They got Kyron Williams, a good running back, a solid running back, maybe top 10, maybe top 15, top 10. I don't know, pretty good. Then you got Puka and
10.
Devontae, who leads the league in touchdowns.
Come on.
They don't have to run it in from the 1 yard line. They're not doing tush pushes. We was talking about us joking earlier, like there's no tush push for them. It's like a 1 yard little quick fade or a crossing pattern for Devontae. It's money. Easy.
Money.
It's crazy.
Money.
So,
and that's why
I would edge it just slightly
but if
to
you
Stafford.
gave Drake May, Devontae, and Puka, he's doing this with Stephon Booty and Pop Douglas.
Yeah.
Come on.
I
It's
know.
like the ability of what he's doing. And, you know what I mean, the Rams were a decent team last year. We were a 3-win team last year. We won 3 games. 3 games. That's it.
Talk to him. I get
3
it.
games.
It's close. I think it's close.
Come on, there's been a lot of Patriot slander over the last couple years. I know Cam Newton is talking about fool's gold. Listen, Cam, you say, I'm Camden Lee. I know you Cam Newton. I know you did your thing back in the day, but I'm letting you know this now. The Patriots are here to stay, okay? Drake May is the new incarnate of Tom Brady. Top 5, baby. Top 5. Don't get it twisted. Not fool's gold.
According to all stats here, I mean, I'm looking at it all, like yardage, touchdowns, quarterback rating. He's all top 5.
Come on.
And he's like what you said, Mikey. He's leading the league in yards, but he's the only man with over 3,000.
Well, that's because
he has one more game extra.
we played 12
game.
exactly.
But still,
nonetheless, he still deserves the respect. So put a stamp on it. Top 3.
top 3.
Top 3.
I'll say top 3.
Who are you taking? Who are
This year?
you taking as your top 3 quarterbacks this year?
Right now,
Right now, Fungo.
Drake May.
Right now.
Drake May, Matthew Stafford, Josh Allen.
All right.
That's my 3.
YBK, talk to me. Who you taking?
I'm all the 2 the same, but one different. Patrick Mahomes, Drake May, Josh Allen.
Really?
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
Mahomes pretty good this season.
Listen,
Yep.
Mahomes is doing pretty well. And Mahomes going to play one of my boys that I'm talking about. I say it's Drake May, Matthew Stafford, and Dak Prescott with the Cowboys.
Oh, you think so?
Come on.
Mr. Dak.
Dak is playing out of his mind.
He was crazy on Sunday.
George Pickens is looking like that number 1 receiver in the game right
That catch
now.
was crazy in that third quarter.
And as we segue, I know, you know what I mean, this is a touchy subject for my boy, YBK. Do you want to talk about how the Cowgirls...
We can talk about it. We can talk about
how
it.
the Cowgirls put a little spanking on your
I mean,
Philadelphia
damn,
Eagles?
it was such a wasteful game.
Come on.
Almost like for me when I saw them highlight, I didn't watching live. When I watching these highlights, our first half was nice. Not gonna lie,
You looking good?
Everything was hidden. AJ Brown began in receptions. He got a nice tutty. Jalen Hurts running for a touchdown. One thing I'll say in the offense wise is Why are you throwing to Saquon Barkley 8 times and he only rushed for like what, 6 times?
Yep.
And the next part is the fumble and the punt return in the fourth quarter, like 3 minutes left, killed me.
Come on.
Killed me. Like, I don't know. It was a devastating game to watch. How'd you feel?
I mean, here's the thing. I have some wonderful brothers. You know what I mean? My man YBK. I got my man Nick, Black Jew Kid. Both resident Philadelphia Eagles fans. I'm actually going to be going to see them in a couple weeks when they play the Chargers. I'm really looking forward to it. Should be amazing. Y'all be seeing some footage of that. However, A.J. Brown has been talking for weeks saying that the Philadelphia Eagles offense is inept. He's been saying at the end of the day, they ain't doing what they need to be doing. Y'all been winning, but y'all have not been playing very well. Michael John, have you been watching the games? Is it just me? Or do we feel like Philly has been, Saquon 2K is just, he don't got the legs like he used to.
Remind me, Sam, what was the other loss? Not the Cowboys and not the Broncos. What was the other loss the Eagles had?
Giants.
Giants and
Were they ahead that game too?
Yes.
I think
Eagles were
this
ahead.
is what I noticed. My observation watching is that when you can't get the run game involved and you can't keep the clock running and you have a 2-touchdown, 3-touchdown lead, you can't sustain success, right?
Yes.
And A.J. Brown can say the offense is dysfunctional and they don't want to incorporate him. Well, they incorporated you had a great game and you guys lost. That's what, remember when they were force-feeding, throwing the ball in the fourth quarter when they were up 17-3 versus Denver.
Yep.
Remember what happened?
Yep.
They gave up a 2-touchdown lead and lost in the fourth quarter, and it felt very similar. This is also a divisional opponent.
Yep.
Cowboys playing for their season at 4-5-1.
100%.
They play good against good teams and bad against bad teams. That's what it feels like to me. The Cowboys is that sort of inconsistent.
They're the Cowgirls. When the Cowgirls play against a bunch of bums, they show up as the Cowgirls. For some reason, when it's a top 5 team, and we're going to see this week when they're playing the Kansas City Chiefs on Thanksgiving, on Thursday, are they going to show up? Against great teams, they have great games. Green Bay, even with Philly, they show up. However, you play a team like Atlanta or Carolina, and Carolina's beating you 34-6, and you're like, how, Sway?
Yeah.
How, Sway? It makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I can't trust the Dallas Cowboys for anything. However, the question is, you got 2 teams up for their lives this week. You got the Kansas City Chiefs, who played last week. They just beat the Indianapolis Colts in the kind of like who's the realness in the AFC. Do you think that with Kansas City playing the Cowboys, do you think the Cowboys can sustain this success?
It's going to be hard.
I got to go with KC.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not saying Dallas can't win,
Right.
I just feel like it's when you have the championship pedigree, like that DNA. You remember the year Brady went to the Bucks and they fell to like 7-5. I think there was 7-4 and lost to KC or someone good.
Something like that.
And it was like, you got to win out. Like, you have to. Like, you got to lock in winners, like champions. When you have that champion composition, you can get it done, and I feel like they do. They just need Mahomes, even an old Kelsey, even an old Kareem Hunt. As long as Rashee Rice stay healthy, I think they have enough to do it because the defense is still good.
Yeah.
Good enough. So give me the Chiefs for sure.
Give you the Chiefs?
I can't say that the Chiefs ain't gonna make the playoffs yet. I still can't say it.
The thing with me is that, like, I trust Kareem Hunt. I trust, Travis Kelce. I trust Worthy. Worthy had a good game this past week. I'm struggling with the offensive line when it comes to Kansas City. It's like I think they really got exposed against Philly in the Super Bowl, and ever since then, these close games that they were 7-0 or 8-0 last year on 1-score games, they're just not able to sustain it, and I think a lot of that has to do with that offensive line. I mean, the Cowboys can win. That's the thing about this game. I thought they could win. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
If you look at that stat though about KC, they had like 10 wins in 1-score games last year, like the best NFL all time.
Ever.
And now this year, up until last Sunday, they were 0-5.
Yeah.
But that's called regressing to the mean because most teams in one-score games, it's not going to be a 10-0, 11-0. It's going to be a little more. So now it's just correcting itself. I will say when they needed, when push came to shove, it was 20-9, and Kansas City
showed up.
Yeah, knocked up. They said fourth quarter, playing a great team from the AFC, a complete team. We gonna lock down on defense, and we're gonna find a way to score no matter what.
Figure it out.
And
That's
they won.
true. They did.
So
They did win.
you got to give them the credit. I don't know what else to say besides that. You got to give them the credit for that.
Yeah.
Totally.
No.
It's going to be hard, though. I mean, look at it like this. You got Ravens just retook the division lead.
Yep.
So they're 6-5 and Steelers 6-5. You got Bills at 7-4, Patriots with a 2.5 game lead because they're at 10-2.
Right.
You got Colts at 8-3, Jaguars at 7-4, who hold the tiebreaker over KC because they beat KC head to head, right?
crazy work.
Texans are up to 6-5 now. Then you have Broncos 9-2, Chargers 7-4, Chiefs 6-5. It is an uphill task, but I just can't fathom after all these years in a row. It's like when Patriots went to the AFC Championship every year in a row, 5-6 years. Like you can't fathom what it would be like without Mahomes in the AFC Championship game.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's hard to
Unless
even.
if he is upright, it is very difficult for me not to see him in the playoffs. Like if he is like if he's hurt. Like, I think that one year when Castle took us to the playoffs, I think it was like 2000, almost took it to the playoffs. I think we were like 10-5 that year or something crazy where we end up losing by like one game or something like that. Like, we kind of knew, okay, Castle's going to be taking over this year. If we make the playoffs, great. But probably not. It's gonna be fine. But
That was a tough year. We went 11-5 that year. Matt
11-5.
Castle went 11-5 for the Patriots, and we didn't make the playoffs because the Jets won the division.
Yep.
And
At 11-5,
that was
I
like
think.
that. No, it was. I think Miami was 11-5 or 12-4 maybe.
Something.
But Rex Ryan, right? Jets maybe went that year.
Yep.
There was like 13 wins perhaps. But it's true. You don't always make it. 11 wins, 11-5, and we didn't make the playoffs. But maybe
crazy.
someone 500 will end up sneaking into playoffs. There's always someone
for a
like
wild
that.
card,
So, yeah, there's a lot of big storylines in football right now. I know we love talking about quarterbacks, and I know you had something about Baker because I know you see my boy go down to them. I know that non-throwing shoulder injury. But how did you feel about the performance? Because I felt the Bucs were in a tough spot since they dropped the game to the Pats the week before. To keep the hold on the division, you really needed to win that game versus the Rams, but tough game to win in LA, a rowdy SoFi.
I think here's the thing. I think Baker really played out of his mind against the Pats, and it wasn't enough, especially without all of his offensive firepower. So I think him coming into the Rams, to SoFi, especially with a hot Los Angeles Rams team, finally playing at home, coming off of, being overseas, a couple weeks ago. I think it was just primed and ready. And, just sorry to say, Tampa Bay is just falling apart. Like, honestly, when it comes to their receivers, their running backs. Injuries is just plaguing them like nobody's business. And so a team that I thought was going to be, easily, having the NFC South, no problem. It's really not looking good. They got Carolina who could possibly catch them. They're playing okay. I know they lost this past weekend, but it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough in that NFC South. Tough.
Falcons are 4-7 and are still alive.
Yeah,
even with Kirk Cousins coming in at quarterback and getting the dub.
Crazy.
I know.
Ridiculous.
And Darnell Mooney too.
Darnell Mooney.
Drake London.
No Drake London.
No Drake London. They
It's
still came in and got the
crazy.
W. That's what I'm saying. They're 4-7 and they really could realistically easily win the division still. 4-7 because Bucks are only 6-5.
Yep.
But because it's non-throwing shoulder for Baker, Todd Bowles is there. I gotta say, I think that the Bucks will still win the division.
You think so?
I do think so. I just feel like it's difficult when you have all that many injuries. But the Detroit Lions did it last year.
That's true.
Right? All them injuries, you figure out a way to kind of get it done. Carolina, new coach. Atlanta, new coach. Tampa Bay with a seasoned coach,
Yeah.
defensive minded.
see
Let's see if Teddy Bridge can do it. Remember, they kicked him out from that high school. They said stop buying backpacks and foods for the kids. And I know, eye roll.
Come
Yeah,
on.
eye roll.
You trying to give to the kids.
Shout out to my boy Teddy Bridge.
Trying to
'cause
give to the kids.
I always like Teddy Bridgewater. So I hope if Baker is down, I hope he performs well, and I hope they win the division.
Totally agree.
Any storylines? Oh, I have some storylines to ask y'all about.
Talk to me.
What is the chance that how many games has Seattle played?
They have played
11 games. 11 games for Seattle. 6 games left. Can JSN get 700 receiving yards in 6 games right now?
Yes.
Yes.
You think he'll be the first 2,000
problem.
yard receiver ever? First 2,000 yard receiver ever if he does.
Was Calvin was at 19 or something?
Just below. He just missed it, but he played 16 games. But it doesn't matter.
Right.
It's like, I don't even care. It's like Randy Moss when he broke the touchdown record. I just play the amount of games you let me.
If JSN, I got to look at the schedule, okay? Let me really...
Could he get 700 yards, bro?
Let me look at the
I feel
schedule
like he
real
can.
quick. Because I'm like, looking at the teams that he has, he might be able to do it.
Can y'all imagine Sam had JSN and Jameer Gibbs this last week?
And Jonathan Taylor.
They literally play. Yeah, well, JT had a bad week,
true,
but
true, true.
we don't want
them
to hear
two
you.
beat you.
Oh, yeah.
I swear you beat
By
me with them
themselves.
two.
By themselves.
Like, it's hilarious, bro. They went crazy. Like
All right.
38,
So
50,
so we're
55.
we're playing Minnesota. Okay, they're playing Minnesota next week on Sunday. Then
Easy
they play
money.
Atlanta.
Easy money.
Both of them, they could get over 100 yards for both of those teams. Then you're playing Sauce Gardner in
Colts?
Indianapolis in the Colts. Then you play the Rams. It's we'll see what happens. Carolina, San Francisco. So you would have to go crazy on Minnesota, Atlanta, Carolina, and San Francisco because Indy's going to only give them about 70. Sauce Gardner's going to be like, oh, you think you're not going to get 2K on your boy. He's going to make sure of it. So
Okay.
I think, you know what I mean?
Okay.
If he can get to about 275, 280 by week 16, I think he might be able to do so.
I'm going to tell y'all my prediction.
Talk to me.
My prediction is that if Seattle has to play every game to win, which they likely will with the 49ers at 8-4,
Yep.
Seahawks at 8-3, Rams at 9-3?
Yeah.
Then he's gonna have to play every game because the division is so tough, and you can't bank on getting one of them wild cards when you have another divisional opponent like over 8 wins as well.
That's what I'm
San Fran
saying.
winning again last night versus Carolina. So in my mind, he comes up short. I don't think he's going to be able to do it for some reason. Like I just feel like it's like when you're stat chasing, maybe, but I'm not quite sure that this is the year that I feel like it happens.
If he played for a team like Carolina or Jacksonville, I would have no issues of this happening. But I think especially because it's going to be these are playoff teams or teams that are in the playoff hunt in these next 4 weeks. I think Muggs is going to double team him.
Yeah.
Like I just think I'm like, bro, like. Let Torrey Horton, let the rest, you know what I mean, let Cooper, you know what I mean, like do all that Cooper Cup, let them catch some. We not letting you do it over here, pimping. Even if we lose, like they could lose and they'll still be like, hey man, you're not getting 2K on us.
Unless Matt Stafford was throwing to him, then I would change my mind.
That's
but
what I'm
Matthew
saying.
Stafford is not throwing
That's
to
what I'm
him.
saying.
So we'll see.
JSN needs like one 200-yard game at least.
But that's what I'm saying.
He can just do
give me a-
what is the exact number? He's at 13-13, right? So he
Yeah.
needs 687 yards. So 687 divided by
So 100-yard each.
He needs 100 yards a game, and he's
Average.
going to get average,
Yeah.
and he's going against
he's got
Sauce.
6
though.
games left. Well, he needs 115
Right.
about.
About.
Okay.
So like you're right, Sam. Maybe he needs 180 yards, 170,
blowout,
and then
and
he
then-
can have. Then you can have like the game against Sauce where you only get
Calvin-
70.
70.
Yeah.
This is Calvin's like game log.
Yeah.
This is ranked highest yardage per game, 225 and 207 he had.
Yeah.
So those,
So he
those
needs
two
what?
were,
So that was it. He needs a 200-yard game.
he needs a 200.
So we'll see. I mean, I'm gonna say no, but I will say I do think that this other record is gonna be broken. Myles Garrett
Yes.
has 18 sacks.
Yes.
Yo.
Wow.
Miles Garrett is like Paul Skeens.
Shout out to Michael
Paul
Strahan.
Skeens.
He is like Paul Skeens, like stuck on the Browns. Can you imagine being Myles Garrett stuck on the Browns? Like you are like one of the best defensive players of all time, and you have 18 sacks through what? 12 games?
12 games. 12 games.
So he's got 5 games to get. He needs a sack a game.
Yeah, that's it.
He needs a sack a game, and he gets the record. It's all to him.
Which is nothing because he had
it's 22 and a half is the record. Strahan did it in 16 games, and I think TJ Watt did it in 17 games.
Strahan last week after I think he got another 4 or something, he said bye record. He said it's over. Like this.
Yeah, he's so nasty. He is so nasty.
That's crazy.
What do you think? You think he gonna break that record, Sam?
I think he'll break it.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. Listen to what you guys saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only because I mean you got a division, you know what I mean, where you got the Ravens, you got the Cleveland Browns.
Yep.
You know what I mean. You got a couple of teams where you know what I mean. Cincinnati, okay, Myles Garrett's gonna be able to get to the quarterback, so it's not gonna be too difficult. And even Pittsburgh. I have a real question. Did anybody see Shador Sanders talking about Cleveland? Did anybody see Shador win his first game? And can you believe Kevin Stefanski did not let this man have the
game ball?
The game ball? Is it just me?
Oh, no way.
Is it racism? I'm just confused. Or are you going to give it to the man who had 5 sacks? Is that just how it works at the end of the day?
I think he had 3 last week, right? But,
something like that.
Anyways, it's like no matter what, you got multiple game balls that you can give out.
That's what I'm saying.
But you know what? I think when it's the whole Showtime thing, maybe he don't want, because they know the cameras is in there. They want you to feel like you have to earn it. You know what I mean? I think Shador probably likes it that way even better, because you went 11 for 20, 200 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Like you didn't really carry there. You feel me? Like it's not like the great play. The one really really great play was that rollout on the first drive. He rolled out and bombed one down the field to whatever that kid's name is for like a 50-yarder that set up that first touchdown for Judkins.
Yeah.
The touchdown pass was a dump off to Sampson, and Sampson took a screen 50 yards, right?
Yep.
So the touchdown wasn't really, it was that rollout and the deep ball, the placement of it. I like the fact that he won the game, the first Browns QB to win your first game. We love big storylines. We love entertainment. And I like to see the villain win sometimes, because even though I don't think he's a villain, that's what people from the outside looking in, it's like he's a villain somehow. So it's like, all right, if you want me to be the heel, play the heel. Show me the time. Show me what time it is. Like, it's fine by me. Like, I like the showmanship. Yep. So shout out to Shador on his first win. That's a great storyline.
No, I'm excited. I mean, the fact that this guy has went to the 5th round is unfathomable to me. And when you see him on the NFL field in just his first game, you can tell, wow, this guy got a lot of skills. The fact that he wasn't playing or practicing with the first team at all this year is ridiculous to me. I mean, they want to set my man up for failure. He's just, pouting for success. So it's all good. It's all good.
They thought the Raiders thought they was going to do what the Ravens did, which was just blitz. Like, we are just going to blitz him and pressure him. But you had a week to game plan, figure out the checkdowns. Let's let the run game be ready to go. Quinshon Judkins is a rookie as well, ready to run. You know how rookie running backs is. So Raiders is just booty cheeks. So I love Pete Carroll, but this is like Pete Carroll in New England all over again.
That's why they fired Chip Kelly.
Sadly.
Same beat.
Special teams, get him out of here.
Bye-bye.
Defense, get him out of here. Offense, get him out of here. It's tough. But give him one more year. I feel bad for Geno, because Geno, I don't think, has had like a precipitous drop off in 1 year after figuring out that he was a pretty good quarterback, but he's having his worst year. So we got to see what happens with that.
It's all right.
Geno.
Man, do we have any predictions? Any teams that you feel like are going to sneak into this playoff race, or do we feel like it's pretty much set for this year?
I'll tell you my storyline right now. My storyline, that I think unexpected storyline from the last few weeks coming to this week is that the Indianapolis Colts are not going to win the division and won't make the playoffs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, YBK, talk to me. What we thinking, baby? What we thinking?
Wow. I give a big shout out to them Ravens winning 5 in a row and right now number 1 in their division. I feel like they're gonna take the division there for sure. But we did not expect that. 1-5 Ravens. Now they're 6-5.
Nope.
I don't know. I kind of expected it.
Really?
We did, because when they were 1-5, we talked about who could make the playoffs, and I was saying bro, they're literally still favored by Vegas to win the division at 1-5, which was crazy.
That's crazy.
it's a weak division.
As much as I love and I value my Denver Broncos, I think that they lose the division by a game to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Wow.
I think they make it to the playoffs, but they lose the division. Same way Indy was kind of, teetering. I think something's gonna happen where I think it's just
Chiefs gonna take the division.
Chiefs gonna take the division. Denver's gonna fall a little bit. Indy's gonna implode, and that's what I'm looking at. We'll see what happens. Because I see the Chargers are on their way out, so I know that they about to lose about 4 to 5 games straight. So we'll see what happens with that.
Agree.
Man, a lot going on in the NFL, a lot happening, guys. If you have some time, okay, and you're in between meals, catch a game. There's gonna be 3 of them. In the morning I'm gonna be playing some flag football. I'm gonna see if my man Michael John might join me. I know there's gonna be some brothers out there, but he can hold his own. We'll see what's up. Maybe a little QB action. And I know YBK, you're gonna be heading back east.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna be seeing the fam.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So he'll be watching the games either half asleep or chilling with the fam.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying, off the food. So. I know we do have one more wonderful segment.
Oh, that's right. You know what? Before we end it off, we've had a great episode recapping.
Yes.
MLB, we had a great year. I think the awards went the way we thought.
Yep.
NBA has been a fun start to the season, and likewise, NFL is at its peak. But we're getting ready to wind down a year fighting-wise, okay? So we did have the first ever UFC card in Qatar, hosted in Doha. So we're going to have to do a quick Michael John's Octagon. I mean, I will say this. It's not a pay-per-view card, y'all. So it's not quite the same sort of energy like when we was talking last time, like MSG, Madison Square Garden. It's a little different, but first time that they hosted it out in Qatar, the main event was Arman Tsarukyan versus Dan Hooker. Hooker's been around for a hot minute. Crazy Aussie. He liked to bang. And Arman was supposed to fight Islam for the lightweight title about a year ago. Pulled out the day before the fight. It made him lose his title shot. He had to fight again now to fight for the title. It made him lose it. But he was dominant. He busted up Dan Hooker and then choked him out real bad with a nice little triangle choke. It was a flawless performance. The current lightweight champion was in attendance because his brother fought on the card. Ilya Topuria. Ilya, though, don't want to fight Arman. He wants like the big name fight. He's trying to fight Paddy Pimblett. He's trying to fight Justin Gaethje. He don't want to fight Arman. In my opinion, after you're the number 1 contender, you let the chance slide out your hands. But then you fight, you win your fight now. You came back, you won, you made weight twice in a row. I think they got to give him the shot. So
I have $1 million question. Why did Arman drop out the day before? Was it a
there's
situation?
There's a lot of jokes about this one. The inside story is that he was missing weight. That's what some people said, like that he wasn't going to make weight. He said he injured his back. And there's a joke because he did a video with Nina Drama, who's like a social media / like MMA commentator, but she like a cute girl, like one of the, like, you know what I mean? She's very like flirty and like she, you know what I mean? I love use the platform to your advantage. And I mean, honestly, I enjoy the content with the UFC fighters, but he was showing her some kick or doing this. And then all of a sudden, my back hurt. I can't fight the day of the fight. It's unheard of to pull out the day of the fight.
So he must have been showing her some other things.
Well, I don't know about
I'm just saying.
I don't know about all that.
He must have threw his back out doing a little extra cardio, and then what they saw on the cameras was just a little bit of little action. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Sheesh.
Yeah, but Arman fought real well. So he'd probably be fighting for the title next. We got to see. You did have the former welterweight champion, Bilal Muhammad. He fought Ian Gary. And Ian Gary is kind of like a lot of people think he's a McGregor wannabe in a way because he's Irish. But he has a lot of people who like to joke with him because he married a Brazilian woman and then he took her last name. So like they like to call him the cuck word. You know what I mean? They like to because she got a book about how to be like an athlete wife type, like, you know what I mean? Type of, but he's a great fighter. And he showed it. He won all 3 rounds. I had him winning all 3 rounds. The judges gave it 30-27, 30-27, 29-28. Great performance. Unfortunately, he eye poked Bilal a little bit in the first round, which is like, you hate when the eye pokes come in because it's like, but he was clearly the sharper fighter, younger fighter, better fighter on the night. So that welterweight division is looking crazy right now because Islam moved up and took the title. Okay. So now you looking at some there's Shavkat, was the number 1 contender. He got injured and has been out for a year. Do you just insert him back in for a title shot? You got Ian Gary. You got Carlos Prates, the nightmare, who just knocked out the former champion Leon Edwards just a week ago. Ooh. You got Michael Morales, who just beat the number 2 ranked Sean Brady, who knocked him out in the first round. So it's like it's a lot of excitement. We'll have to find some time. I'm gonna show y'all how these guys is fighting, because I want, like, as a UFC fan, we'll say like I'm more like a tier above casual, right? And we'll say my homies as y'all more on the casual level. I want y'all to watch these people and be like, who would you pick to fight for the title? Because it's interesting to see from the mindset of, it's different when you're a gamer and you appreciate the technical aspects versus the entertainment aspect. It's entertainment. It's like WWE, the same parent company owns UFC. So entertainment is a big part of it. We'll have to see, y'all. Yeah. Paramount bought the rights in the first January card. The news will drop soon for what the first big pay-per-view card. For 2026.
Paramount.
So we're waiting for those for that info, but it kind of wraps it up. There was a lot of good fights as well on the card there. I will say shout out, there was one heavyweight, Waldo Acosta Cortez, came in on 2 days notice. Won in the first round.
Now, do you get a bonus for that? If I come in 2 days before I'm supposed to fight somebody, do I get extra bonus if I beat they behind? I'm just saying.
There's a win bonus, like show purse and win purse, right? If you win, you get an extra purse. Your show money is your show money. Okay. I'm sure they're taking care of him for coming in on 2 days notice, right? 48 hours before the fight, flying to Qatar, making weight, and then winning by knockout.
Come on!
Against the guy who hadn't lost as a heavyweight yet in the UFC. Put a stamp on it. That's $50K. You should give him a bonus for sure.
That's a big money.
Yo, that's how. So the way that UFC fight of the night gets $50K.
Okay.
Knockout of the night gets $50K, and performance of the night gets $50K.
You might have to give all 3 to my boy.
So that's what I'm saying.
Come on with it. Come on with it. I love Michael Jones. I'm starting to get into it. The more questions,
Michael Jones,
you know what I'm saying? The more questions I ask. Listen, MSD family, ask these questions in the comments. Ask these questions in our DMs. We here for you. You feel me? This is we're a family. We all learning together. Come on with it. Let's get this money.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, I think that's it, at least on my side. Yep. But before I send it off to you boys, if there's anything else, I want to say a warm, happy Thanksgiving to all my family in the world, to all of y'all. To the world. I hope you have a warm plate. Come on. I hope you have warm company. Come on. And I hope it's there's a lot to be thankful for. Life is beautiful. Peace and love to my peoples. And shout out to my brothers right here.
Listen, you know what I mean? When y'all on that cousin walk, if y'all want to pop in a little MSD for just, you know what I mean, just to kill a little bit of time, you know what I mean? That's probably what I'm going to be doing. My cousins pull up to town, just a little something before we get to the festivities. But I'm very grateful, you know what I mean? Thanksgiving is one of those holidays where, you know, you get to sit back. You really get to think about the things that are in your life, you know what I mean, that you've been blessed to have. And I'm very grateful for the men sitting beside me, the men in this room. There's many people that are in this moving parts of MSD. And I'm very, very grateful to be part of this family and very, very grateful just to be part of the crew. So it's an amazing situation. And shout out to my family on the East Coast, on the West Coast, in Brazil. Love you, love after sex. Happy birthday, by the way, too, Pimpin'.
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Definitely giving love to all of our loved ones, family members, significant others, friends. Let's get it. MSD family. So let's get it. Yes, sir. RCR presents MSD Sports. You can find us at RCR MSD Sports. We got Mikey over here at Michael John DeStefano. We got Camden, David Lee over here. You can find him at Mr. Club Paradise. You can find me, YBK, at YBK up in here. You can find us, MSD Sports, at RCR MSD Sports. We on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you name it, all them socials. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.